All right, Isaac. So, tell me, give us some updates. Well, first of all, tell them who you are, what you do, where you're from.
I am Isaac Holder, originally from San Antonio, Texas. Moved here with the Army, retired out of Bragg. Got my real estate license, then eventually transitioned over to new construction with Dreamfinders Homes, and I am selling out of Cameron Crossing in Dunn.
How's the ride?
How's it what?
The drive there and back.
Oh, it's brutal. I live over in the Jack Britt area, so it's almost an hour for me each direction.
And you do that every day?
Every day, 7 days a week.
7 days a week. So what got you to this point? Like what got you to doing that? What you're doing now?
When I retired, I went to work for a GC in Moore County, and we started building custom homes. Eventually, that drive got too far for me when I moved deeper into Fayetteville, so I left there. I started my own home renovation company, and work got slow. I got my real estate license, started having more fun doing that, and eventually, Dreamfinders came calling, I guess, and it's like tied the two things that I love together.
Yeah.
New construction and selling homes. So
Yeah.
it was nice.
Good. So do you enjoy real estate?
I do. Having a lot of fun doing it.
Having fun?
I love it.
Okay. Are you so like as a real estate agent? Are you like independent, or you're like working with a certain company?
I had to transfer my license under Dreamfinders.
Under Dreamfinders, okay.
The firm that I did work with doesn't allow dual agency.
Okay.
So I had to leave there to take this job.
Gotcha. How do you feel about this decision?
I'm happy with it.
You happy with
it? Yeah, like I said, it ties the two things that I love together. So
is there like more
like
freedom to it, or more anything different from it?
It's about the same. The company I was with and Dreamfinders, they kind of let you do your own thing and brand yourself.
Yeah.
Only difference is now I'm selling one product as opposed to resell homes or new construction or whatever.
Gotcha. So what is like the current workflow? How does for somebody new to like dream homes, how will you explain it?
To buy in new construction?
Yeah.
Well, depends. Like if you are searching online and you find one you like, you tell your realtor, they bring you out. We can tour that one, we can tour several, whichever. Like I'm gonna sit down and talk to people, try to figure out what they're looking for really, and then pick a couple that I feel meet their needs the most, and then we go see them. They like it, they put in an offer, and we go from there.
Gotcha. I want to talk more about like the business side that you're doing, because I see you do like a lot of on social media and all that good stuff. So how are you specifically building like your brand or yourself as a real estate agent and kind of getting clients?
So I said this on another podcast, but I'm very introverted, right? Like I'm not the type that's going to go to the grocery store and just spark up conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
So being on social media, I feel like it gives me a better chance of like being me.
Yeah.
Like you've seen my stuff. I act like an idiot. So it's like, I like to have fun and laugh. So
Right.
It allows me to be me and reach a wider audience as opposed to like meeting somebody and getting to know them, eventually being myself with them. Like that's a long process. This way, I can be myself, have fun. I hope people take away from that like, all right, this guy knows what he's doing, but he also likes to have fun. He's not serious 100% of the time. We're gonna have a good time shopping for homes with him.
Gotcha. Do you think that has allowed you to get in front of a lot more people than if you would have like saying your typical like knocking on the door kind of thing?
Oh, absolutely. When I first got my license, I did that.
Yeah.
Went farming neighborhoods.
Yeah.
get the door slammed in your face, and
Did he
or
send out postcards?
that too, and they all end up in the trash. And then my networking group tried to utilize that, but you saw how that went. First event was great, and
Yeah.
then the group starts to dwindle, and
Yeah.
lots of confusion with the space and where we're supposed to be at. So it's,
And I still haven't made it to one.
you made it to the first one, didn't you?
Did I?
Over at FTCC? I thought you did. Isn't that
I
where
don't
we
know.
met?
I don't know. Was it?
Pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, we're at Anchor Alley's now this Thursday. If you can make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I think I was there. I didn't know you organized it.
Yeah.
Was it?
So I went to one in Raleigh, and I
Yeah.
loved the way it was set up, like completely free. Anybody could show up,
Right.
and the ladies that were running it, you sign in, you do your thing. They had food and drinks, and people just hanging out, listening to music.
Yeah.
And then one of the ladies that was running it just take you up in front of her phone, do a little quick interview. You pitch
Yeah.
your business for all her socials, and then
Oh,
on
nice.
to the next one. So that was great. I loved it, and came back here and I couldn't find anything like it.
Right.
So I started my own.
So yeah. And is that how you're doing it? Like, do people go and kind of pitch their business, or is it more like laid back?
Now it's more like social. We just hang out.
Yeah.
Now and then, I think quarterly, because I partnered with Alley, Anchor Alleys, and DJ Rails.
Okay.
So now it's like the three of us coming up with things, but quarterly I think is the goal for having like a speaker come out and teach something or talk something.
Gotcha.
But in the other months, it's just hanging
Yeah,
out,
just hanging out.
socializing. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And going back to the postcards, right? Because I do like a lot of stuff like in marketing. So I had a company reach out to me as far as like postcards and saying like, yeah, we can send out postcards and all that. I didn't know they charge like a lot, yes, for them to do the postcard. He said 10K. I was like, how many houses? And it was a good amount of houses. So I would say it was a good amount. But again, me being me, I'm like, I can kind of do this myself. So I was like, I searched up the actual thing, and it turns out it's like $850 if I do it on my own because of the post mail. Like you can go in there, set it up, and they'll send it for you. And it turns out to like $850 versus the 10K.
Yeah.
I was like,
And how many conversions do you
right.
need to
And
make your
in my head,
10K
I'm
back?
like, most of the people are gonna kind of throw this away.
Yeah.
I think marketing
That's
has changed a lot. How do you feel about branding? Like just branding in general, like personal branding or business branding?
I think that's the best way to showcase like who you are,
Yeah.
being authentic to you, and regardless of what business you're in, you're selling something,
Right.
Whether it's a product, a service, a system, whatever. No matter what business that you're in sales.
Right.
So authenticity in sales is like paramount.
Yeah.
People can sense out the BS and they don't want
Right.
to work with somebody if they feel like they're being played. So I think that personal branding gives you a chance to be your authentic self, and then that's going to reach the people who resonate with that. And so I think that's going to help your business
Oh yeah.
in the long run.
How do you feel about personal branding now versus 10, 15 years ago?
Oh, I think it's completely changed.
Totally changed.
10, 15 years ago, it was all the same thing. Everybody just replicating the same commercials. Like
Yeah.
the Sunday crap.
Yeah. Right.
But now it's not so much like the TV style commercials or the radio shows back then.
Right.
Now everything's social media based. So it's people getting on there, if it's who they are, you're getting on there, they're teaching something,
Yeah.
they're just talking to people, like whatever fits their personality, their morals and their goals. Like that's what they're
Right.
going toward, and they're finding their ideal client, I guess.
Got you. Do you feel we're getting to a point where because there was a point where before people wanted to show their face on camera, they didn't want to do it because obviously being judged, but at the same time because they will see it as being an influencer. Do you see the difference between a personal brand and just being an influencer?
I do. Um, for me,
Yeah.
like I see that as branding. Like I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself, I'm selling what I'm selling. Then you have the influencers who are, I don't want to sound too judgmental, but I feel like most of them are not authentic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like if
yeah.
that makes sense, they're doing whatever's trending to boost their viewership and then selling us whoever's product. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're selling these mics, you know, they reach out to you, no matter what it is, you're going to try to sell it. So,
Right.
and I know that sounds super judgy, but I'm really
I mean,
not.
it's
Like, more power to them.
I think now, and I actually made a video yesterday. I want to say yesterday, and so I pretty much made a video sharing kind of like my personal, like I call it my business playbook for 2026. And one of the things that I talked about was like the difference between being an influencer and building a personal brand. And I just kind of like separated it too. So like an influencer, I would say like the audience is the product versus a personal brand is the reputation is the product. With influencer, reach and followers equals value. With a personal brand, trust and authority equals value. Influencer content is the business, where personal branding is the brand supports the business. Um, and then obviously influencer build around attention, and then personal branding is built around credibility. So it's kind of like
I think that hits everything spot on. And with the influencer, view counts matter, whereas with your brand, the right view counts.
the right view counts. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say because kind of like what I was telling you that I'm pretty much booked out, and there's like still jobs in between. Um, if you look at my followers, like on Facebook, it's like 650 compared to like other people that have like thousands and 1000s. But because of the community that I have built and everything that I have built around it, as far as the branding side, it has allowed me to grow my business in general and not just stick it to like a follower count, which I think that's been pretty
And then with that, would you say 650? You're building your reputation, and then they're referring you to people who may not be followers yet,
Yeah.
but they're booking the business, and eventually you grow both. Yeah.
Yep. Do you what do you think about Facebook ads? Do you run Facebook ads at all?
I have when I was doing general brokerage, like with listings, I'd run ads. To me, they're annoying. I scroll past.
Yeah.
But yeah, they work.
They work.
I've gotten a few touches off of those.
Gotcha. What what has helped you the most as far as like marketing?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yeah. Like
Gotcha.
previous clients referring me.
Yeah.
Now that I'm in this business, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not helping a buyer directly or a seller directly. I'm working for the builder and selling their product. So now I'd say it's social media.
Social media. Gotcha. What would you recommend to somebody who's trying to get into the same business that you're in?
Best advice that I got was don't be a secret agent. Tell everybody what you're doing. Everybody. Go through your whole phone list, your whole sphere. Let them know what you're up to, and then don't be shy. You got to talk to people. You got to meet people.
What was it like a year or 2 years ago when everybody was getting their license? Where is the real estate world right now versus 2 or 3 years ago when everybody was trying to like jump in because of the money?
Like during the COVID years?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's completely different world now.
Like, are
It's,
those people still in the real estate? Do you feel like they're still there?
so statistically, like I think it's something like 80% of agents quit or fail after 2 years.
Yeah.
So they may not be, but those that started during COVID, they made a ton of money during those COVID years.
Yeah.
So they might still be hanging around,
Yeah.
which I'm sure there's still plenty. But at the same time, going from the COVID years to where we're at today,
Yeah.
it might have been too much of an upset.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I got to do something else. So it's tough to say, man. Some people have stuck it out. They made a bunch of money up front, and now they're pacing themselves, getting back. But that also gave them those heavy COVID years. They gave
Yeah.
them time to build their sphere
Right.
and their network and start getting that referral business to
Yeah.
help them stay consistent. So it's but it's a completely different market.
It's a
now.
completely different
Definitely a completely different market.
Okay. Are you happy where it's going towards now, or do you think it was better before?
I think before, with the huge rush and everybody buying homes because of where rates were, it drove housing costs up. And I think now, I don't know if you pay attention to the economy and stuff, but the May inflation numbers just came out. It's
Yeah.
at 4.2%,
Yeah.
which is more than double where the Fed wants to
Right.
be. So historically, interest rates follow. If they do end up going even higher, I think new construction is going to have another good year
Okay.
because builders are able to buy the rates down and do those things, which a resale person can if it's within their budget. But
Yeah.
with new construction, it's more consistent. So I think new construction may have another good year, but I also I was talking to Ruben about this.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, if you can tough it out, like a lot of agents, when things get tough like this,
Yeah.
a lot of people quit. So if you can tough it out, you'll be one of the ones in the end that's, keeping business.
Yeah.
So I see it getting a little worse. I'm no
Yeah.
like economic strategist or anything, but
Yeah.
I do see it probably getting a little tougher. Rates hurting a little more.
Yeah.
But for me,
Yeah.
in the new construction world, I'd probably be better off than
Better.
some general brokerage agent.
Gotcha. Do you what what's some like advice that you would have for like new buyers or people who want to buy a home now?
Don't, how do I say this? Don't buy a house based off of what everybody else is doing. Like, especially if it's your first home, it's a starter home, and look at it that way. It's a starter home. It's to get my foot in the door. I can improve it. I can do what I need,
Yeah.
sell it in a few years,
Yep.
make some money, and buy my next home or my forever home. But don't try to dive into a $500,000 house right off the bat
Yeah.
if you know it's going to put a financial strain on your family.
Yeah. Good advice. I saw a video, I think you posted it last week, might have been before that, about most people go and start searching houses before they even get like qualify or go to their bank to see how much they're approved for. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's like you're looking online, you find all these homes that you love, and then you reach out to a realtor.
Yeah.
Hey, I really like these houses. Can we go see them? You start touring homes. You fall in love with the house.
Yeah.
And then you try to go get the funding for it, and you don't qualify.
Yeah.
So now it's like heartbreak, heartache, wasted time, energy, all the things. Whereas you start with the financing. You talk to a lender. Maybe your credit's not where it needs to be. Maybe your DTI is a little too high. They can help you get to where you need to be, where you might qualify for that house or
Yeah.
for something similar. But
Do you obviously um the decades change, and before where your first home could be your forever home, obviously now it's not like that's not really the case. And I mean, there's issues on both, but like, do you think there should be a mindset shift for the new buyers where they're like, instead of thinking I'm buying my forever home in this new era, it's like kind of like what you said, get my foot in the door and view it more like it's as an investment to then later sell it, get money back or whatever, and then find the extra home. Like, is that will you say that's kind of like the new system now?
I wouldn't say it's a new system because everybody's situation is different. You know, you may be better off financially than me, so your first home may be your forever home. You know, you want to have 3 kids, you go buy a home with 4 bedrooms, and you're ready for those move up phases. Whereas, let's say I'm not as financially stable as you, my income isn't as high as yours. I need to go through that process of the starter home,
Yeah.
build some equity, sell it, use that money to fund my forever home. So I think everybody's situation is different, but there is a place for that.
Yeah.
The starter home move up.
Gotcha. Who will you say is like your ideal client?
My ideal client,
Yeah.
I have to base that off of the community that I'm selling. So my ideal client would be either the professional that likes to either a dual income family,
Yeah.
right? Because my homes are a little more expensive.
Yeah.
Or the professional that commutes. Because
Okay.
I am in Dunn. It's surrounded by farmland and trees, and it's kind of rural,
Yeah.
but it's a community, so it's not completely rural.
Right.
But I'm also 30 minutes from Raleigh, 30 minutes from Fayetteville.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of professionals who work in Raleigh, they don't want to live in Raleigh. They usually go to like Dunn and those surrounding areas.
Yeah,
Right? Yes.
and that's where, when I first got assigned this community, I reached out to a buddy of mine who was selling for somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, dude, how did you sell so quickly? It's like, dude, everything you're doing in Fayetteville, like,
Yeah.
it's not working here. Everybody's coming down from Raleigh, so you
Yeah.
got to change your message. So I've been trying to capture those Raleigh commuters
Yeah.
who don't want to pay the Raleigh prices, but still have the same nice
Yeah,
big
right.
home with the big
Yeah.
yard and all these things.
Right.
Like, so I'm trying to pitch it as like the peaceful retreat away from that busy city life.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause it is very peaceful out there.
Actually, been thinking about what do you think about Clayton? Wait, is it Clayton? Is Clayton the one that's closer to Fayetteville? No. Which one?
Clinton?
No, it's in between Raleigh and Fayetteville.
Clayton's up there.
It's Clayton's
It's
up there?
closer to Raleigh.
It's closer to Raleigh, though, right? What do you think about Clayton? I heard it's growing.
It's definitely growing. I had a listing up there that never sold because it was competing against a ton of new construction. Eventually,
Really?
the couple was like, forget it.
So is it hard to buy a house in Clayton at the moment?
No, it's probably very easy.
Very
Like,
easy?
I don't know the Clayton market, but
Yeah.
I would assume it's very easy with all the new construction going up.
Okay.
It's definitely growing.
Which one is closer to Fayetteville? Is it Dunn? Dunn's closer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. By a lot or?
Clayton, my listing out there was an hour and 15 minutes from my house.
Okay.
Where I'm working now is 52 minutes.
Is it 2 minutes? Okay. Gotcha. What about from here, the center? Well, yeah, this area. About the same?
My house is about 20 minutes from here, so probably close to the same.
Close. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we had thought about going to Clayton. We haven't like sat down and actually like went through it, but we have thought about my wife and I that we want to move somewhere like towards Clayton or like Dunn, not specifically Raleigh, but somewhere in the outskirts.
Gotcha.
Because I still got to come to Fayetteville a lot, so
Yeah.
and I don't want to be too far away.
About Sanford, Lillington, those areas.
I don't know. I've been to Sanford, it just didn't like. For me, I feel like maybe because where I went through, but it reminded me of where I grew up at, which was in E-Town. But I grew up like in the outside, and there's like nothing but like straight up trees and, and I mean, talk about like we have a house here, and then 2 miles is another house, and then another 2 miles, and I was like, that's what it reminded me of. So I was like, and see with Clayton, I seen some of the houses that they're building, and I mean I like them. I like how they look. So that's why I thought about. I like the neighborhoods in Clayton.
Yeah. So they also have a little downtown area. It's really nice.
Yeah.
A little farmer's market every weekend.
Even though I wouldn't like stay there, I'd probably be in Raleigh or Fayetteville or Raleigh every day. So, but I do like to come home and it's like peaceful,
Yeah.
my surroundings. Nice. All right. So what do you have planned? Like what's something you want to accomplish before or by the end of the year?
Oh man. So the goal was 3 homes per month.
Okay.
Right? Like that's the goal, the minimum goal.
Okay.
So that's 36
that's selling?
homes. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was 36 homes my first year.
Okay.
Started in February. What's today? June?
I think so.
Yeah. 4 months in.
Yeah.
Have not sold a single house. So got a lot of catching up to do.
Where do you feel like you need to improve to make that happen?
That's a good question. There's a lot of interest. There's a lot of people coming out. Some have had issues with the financing side.
Yeah.
They couldn't get financed. Some were priced too high for them. So I think it's finding the right audience.
Yeah. Got you. I guess that was my next question. I was kind of like based on what you had said earlier. How are you like trying to find your audience, like the right audience, and I guess financially the people who have the money to invest and buy a house or who are ready to buy. Do you have a strategy for that?
Right now it's a lot of legwork.
Legwork.
Going to Raleigh, talking to people out there, talking to people around Dunn and Lillington and those areas, and then coming here and talking to people in Fayetteville, just trying to spread the word. Like, hey, we're here. We're a nice option for the commuters. People hear Dunn, and I think there's a stigma that there's not much out there. But downtown Dunn, downtown Coates, they're all very nice, like historic areas, and I like it. I know it's like a personal preference, but I kind of like that small town feel where everybody, you walk in like, oh, hey.
I think that should be like a new series for you to start showcasing like areas in Dunn, especially the ones that you like. I think that will, because like if you ask me, or somebody asks me about Dunn, like it's true. Like I'm blank. Like I know it's like not like just anywhere, but I don't have like a specific area that I can think of. Even though I've been there, I don't think I have paid too much attention. You know what I mean?
Like you blink and you miss it.
Yeah. So it's like I think that would be like a good like episodes where you can kind of like just showcase everything.
Yeah.
And I think that will help people see what's down there, and make them want to go down there. And once they're there, it's like, I want to move down here.
Yeah. But Dunn's also growing. Lots of new construction in that area too.
Yeah.
Which brings in more business, and now it's gonna start booming there also.
Why would, in your opinion, so let's say somebody who wants to move from Fayetteville, what would make Dunn one of their top choices?
Depends on their motivation, but for me, if it were me,
Yeah.
it'd be one, taxes, like property taxes. Two, you get more bang for your buck because those taxes are lower. There's a lot of new construction, like I said, so you get these small pockets of communities.
Yeah.
But it's kind of rural, but you're in a community, so
Yeah.
it's really not. Like,
Right.
it's a nice, quiet area,
Yeah.
and you're halfway between Fayetteville and Raleigh. So wherever you work, whichever direction,
Yeah.
it's not that bad of a drive, like 30 minutes. But on top of that, if I work in Fayetteville, go home and do my nightlife in Raleigh,
Yeah.
like, to me, it's
Right.
like the perfect median place.
Right. Like just trying to stay away from your work area, explore a new area.
When I was active duty, that was like one stipulation for me. I need to be at
Yeah,
least 30
away from-
minutes from Fort, wherever I was. Like,
That's how I'm feeling about Fayetteville, because and I think that's why I moved back to Elizabethtown, because I was here in Fayetteville, but I was doing so much in Fayetteville, and like I don't want to, like I would find myself. This was like 4 years ago when I still lived here in Fayetteville. I would drive to Raleigh, drive to Charlotte, like just randomly. Just it could be a Wednesday night at night, I'm like driving and come back. I always sleep in the next morning, but it's like I just kind of wanted to get away for a second.
I was active duty. Like my younger years, I wanted to live as close to post as I could.
Yeah.
Get to work quick and all that. As I got older, I was like, I don't want to see
Yeah.
a single uniform around me in at least 30 minutes. Like,
Yeah, yeah. What has been one of like your hardest seasons so far?
Probably last summer.
That summer?
Yeah, last summer. Got licensed October of 24. It took off pretty quick. Closed May, looking pretty good, and then didn't have anything until the fall.
Oh.
So that summer was rough.
Yeah. So you only make money when you sell a house? Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. It is so for I guess whenever you do sell a house, is it like a big sum? Or is it like do you get like a big sum that, let's say, you can be good for like 3 or 4 months?
Like now, or doing general brokerage when I was with the EXP?
I guess in general, like for somebody who's just in real estate.
Yeah, so whatever, let's say you're an agent and I sign you and you charge me a percentage to represent me, whatever that percentage is, you'll get paid a check at closing for that amount.
Okay.
So yeah, you get paid one lump sum for each closing, and then how you manage your money. Those slow months, you got to be financially smart. Like,
what's worst? Not the salary, but like the way it's structured. A teacher or a real estate agent. So like, you know how the teachers, they don't get paid during summer or whatever. Like if they're not in school, they don't get that salary or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they still gotta manage everything throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Versus like a real estate agent who has to sell to make money. But again, like which one would you prefer? A sort of stable income, but you know it's gonna like cap, or one that doesn't cap, but it's not really stable, you know, if you're not.
So I'm in a little
selling.
bit of a different boat because I did retire from the Army. But let's say I didn't. For me, the teacher salary, although I don't think they pay teachers enough, like, you know when it's going to end and when it's
Yeah.
going to start, so you can plan for it.
Yeah.
Whereas being in sales or real estate, like,
Yeah.
if you don't work, you don't eat.
Yeah.
Like, you got to make the sale. So that's a tough one.
You know, that's something that you brought up, right? The military aspect from it. Um, I noticed that there's like a lot of like, let's say, entrepreneurs or even people that do the same thing that I do, like with video photography, stuff like that, and they're very, you can say they're very stable, but part of that is because they are retired military. I'm still trying to find like a company or somebody. Um, Originally, I was trying to find somebody like that does the same thing that I do, but that doesn't really have that as a backup. I noticed that's something very common here in Fayetteville. Like I wasn't in the military, but I think that's it's pretty cool that they have that backup. But I haven't found somebody like solid uh, that does like photography full time or videography that doesn't have that backup plan.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like,
So it's like no fail for you.
hey,
Right?
yeah,
If they
right.
fail, they have
It's
something
all
to fall back
motivation.
on. Yeah.
And low key, I think that's what I'm also like. So like a part of this podcast, and you'll see once I post the other video, and I'll send it to you so you can kind of see it. One of the things that I want to do is kind of like just teach the branding, teach the marketing side of it, and overall to kind of like help everybody. You know, like whether you were military or not. But so that way, again, I feel like 10, 15 years ago, it was different. And I think we're in a new era where it's so easy to grow a business, but you still want to be professional about it. You know, instead of it being like TikTok shop or a full like business based off Instagram or Facebook, have the full thing where it's like Instagram, your website, your Google business, and kind of how it all connects and in a way makes you look premium. I think if you have all that together, you look more premium than your average business, even though a business might have been there longer than you have, but because they're operating just based off Instagram or Facebook, since there's so many influencers, there's so much stuff going on social media, I think it takes away from that premium feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's sort of what has helped me, that I have all of those connected. So, for example, like somebody else could be way better than me in, let's say, weddings, but because they're only on social media, and let's say the client goes to their page, but then they go to my social media, and then they go to the website, and then the website's connected to the Google Business, the Google reviews. Look a little more legit than they do, even though they are as well. So I think that's been a big.
Not only that, but how is that prospect finding you, right? If they go to Google and they search, you have all these different platforms with your name, your location, what you're doing,
Yeah.
whereas they only have the Instagram.
Yeah.
Like that search engine optimization is leaning in your favor.
Yeah. So I won't hold you much longer because I don't want you to be late. But I appreciate you coming.
Yeah, man.
Let them know where they can find you.
Find me on Instagram at realtor_Isaac Holder, Facebook Isaac Holder, TikTok realtor_Isaac Holder, and YouTube same thing.
And there you go. Oh, we can do collaborations now.
Yeah. But even better, you can meet me in person in Cameron Crossing, Dunn, North Carolina.
There you go. I appreciate you, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Sure.